Alright, y'all, it's 4:50 on November 26th, day after Gobble Gobble. I hope you found something thankful for. I'd like to shout out to my mama. She riding with me. And we coming from visiting my auntie. Nice little 2-day vacation. Eat some good turkey. Shout out to Watson for making that fried turkey, the Cajun, and whatever one it was. They were both delicious. It had me full as a tick. Eating like I ain't ate in a long time. Thank you, Lord. But anyway, with all that being said, and shout out to little cousin Yana. You made them candy yams on fire. They was good than a mug. Shout out to Auntie Yannicka and my mama for making that dressing and collard greens with them turkey neck bones in there. Anyway, now enough for the shout outs, but I want to talk to y'all today about prerequisites to marriage. It's been something that's been on me for a while. Biblically, all you need to be is a man and a woman. Now, logically, you need to know what you're getting into. And I've been around couples. A pair of my grandparents were married. They were about 18-year difference.
There's a speed trap ahead.
Road
What
debris.
was that?
It was road debris, baby. Anyway, that parents, months apart. Some in-laws from past relationships have had gaps, up to 20 years, and just seen a lot of different variations. So I want to say, age is not a big factor. I even seen the female older than the male on several instances, whether working in folks' houses and stuff like that. So I mean, at the end of the day, the prerequisite to getting married is, are you male and female? Biblically, okay? Everybody do what they want to do. You're grown. You deal with the consequences. Hey, it is what it is. But I would like to move on with the meat and potatoes, or the turkey and gravy, of the conversation. So I was talking to my cousin, and I was like, first, and her potential fiance, they haven't popped it yet, but the energy's there. So I was just like, do y'all recognize, and I was talking to him first, and I was like, do y'all recognize, I did all that name dropping. I just realized that I don't really name drop like that. Anyway, I'm not editing it, but I recognize that you have to know, what are you as a man? Prophet, priest, provider, protector, king. What are you as a woman? Priest, a prophet, multiplier, garden, discerning spirit, companion, and help me. So when you know what you are, and you got to focus on your life and where you want to go, you are a step further into being a person that is a candidate for marriage. Even further than that, do you know your purpose in life? Do you? Now, let me tell you how you know you met a good one. Does she motivate you? And ladies, you need to think about it. Do you motivate him? Do you energize him? Does he want to serve you? Does he have a servant spirit? And do you activate that servant spirit? If all he want to do is lay up with you, you're in trouble. Because you're going to end up being a baby mama. Or a woman taking care of a man. Hey, that's okay if that's what you want to do. But I'm just saying. So, in terms of a female candidate, not just does she motivate you, do y'all complement each other and y'all helping of each other? As I serve, are you helping me as I serve? The helpmate factor, does that helpmate factor get activated? Does she have a problem with doing things for you? And those are things you need to see, because it's a symbiotic relationship. Y'all need to work well together. And my uncle, when I was visiting my aunt, he told me, he said, your auntie can't do no wrong by me. I love her so much. I mean, it's just, and they've been married 20 plus years, and it's just like they are so in love. They so in sync. They so together. I mean, I remember the first time I met him, and I don't even know if they was married at that time. I don't think they was, but he was just like, I liked him off the jump because he was just talking about my auntie. He's like, man, I love your auntie. You know, there was no pride about it, nothing. He's like, I love that woman. I kill a joker over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just real conversation. I really do love that woman. I mean, he would drive from out of town on work just to come see her, and then drive back, you know, to work. Go to work, you know, after that weekend or whatever. And I'm just like, that's love. And I remember, you know, times I was motivated like that, and it was just like registering, ching, 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 the motivation factor. And another thing is, are we friends? Above all, are we friends? Can we laugh and play and do some things, take turns doing what you want to do and what I want to do? You know, these are things you want to look at before saying this is somebody I want to be spending the rest of my life with. Some folks can be fun and that's it. And when it come down to work and doing stuff, because my little cousin and her mate, they were working together, making sure the food was getting ready and helping each other out with that, bringing in the pie that he was pulling the turkey out, the fried turkey out. Ooh, that fried turkey was so good. But anyway, they were helping each other with what they found as a mission in their lives to help feed homeless people. So they took the leftover Thanksgiving dinner, got some to-go plates, packaged it up, and got it ready for delivery to homeless people. And I was just like, that is so cool. You know what I mean? And that should never be an issue in a relationship, for a healthy relationship. If I want to serve the community, it should be okay for my mate to do that, instead of something saying, no, you shouldn't be doing that. We need to, you know, there should be something we can do together. Not have to, but can do. Especially when you see people in need. And I tell you, it is so good to see young people recognizing the power of marriage. God bless his covenant, folks. He blesses covenant. And I tell you, there's nothing more powerful than love. There's nothing more powerful than love. I recognize
there's a stalled vehicle ahead.
How my uncle's love for my aunt and my aunt's love for my uncle, just like my parents' love for each other, it's just amazing how they are just so in sync with each other and working together and there for each other and helping each other through good times and bad. And that's what you have to be ready for. If a person can't go through the sickness and health, the better or worse, you got this fantasy or the fallacy that is not the reality of a relationship. And my uncle said something to me, it was just a key factor. And he's not all into the, you know, holier now and, you know, this, that, and the other. But he was just like, I don't want to be with no other woman besides your auntie. That's all the woman I want to know. And, you know, I mean, he's a man's man, you know. I mean, he can be as hard as they come, you know. But she just pulls out that soft side of him, embraces the family man side of him, and helps him be that family man. Provides the security for him to be that family man. And they do that for each other, and I'm just like, wow. So I want to say, find somebody who recognizes and values the fellow. Some people don't value the fellow. Find somebody that values the good in you. And I don't want to say you can't do no wrong, but like just focuses on the good more than dwelling on some bad stuff, and looks forward to just doing life together. So there it is. Marriage is not dead because God is not dead. That's the first institution he made. Relationship institution. So before even business came on earth, it was the marriage institution. So you figure out somebody worth being with, being beside, got some values, got something going on for themselves. And even with all that, find somebody that motivates you and you can motivate. And that's the power right there. Growing together is powerful. Growing in love is powerful. And I'm not talking about, ooh, baby, ooh, gaga, you know, ooh, making, you know, having sex and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that comes along with it, but
there's a stalled vehicle ahead.
The real love that I'm talking about is that I'm there for you, love. I want the best for you, love. I can forgive you if you mess up, love. I don't want to be with nobody else, love. And that's powerful. So you determine what you keep or what you keep throwing away. And some of y'all, ladies and women, keep going to this fantasy and allow social media to be the median or the in-between of somebody's vision that they're telling you, and you keep buying that lie. Like that's how it's supposed to be. That may have how it is for them, but don't let the money fool you in relationships that's how it's supposed to be. Don't let it's always gonna be good times fool you and think that's how it's gonna be. It should be more good times than bad, but recognize your seasons with yourself. You ain't even always good to yourself, so how you gonna always be good to somebody else? And even as you get older, recognize I gotta change my diet and be healthy so I can be around functioning for my other half. Recognize what you need to do to stay healthy enough. Okay, healthy enough to be present and constantly be the gift that presents itself to your mate. So anyway, you can, if you want to, you know, talk about being married, Ephesians 5, Proverbs 31, 1 Corinthians 7, those are some chapters in the Bible you can read about that. Ephesians 6, Ephesians 3. Your relationship with God needs to be first. Because if you don't have a relationship with God, it's going to be hard to pick the right mate. There's got to be steadily telling you, and you steadily be turning your head to it, because you be trying to throw away the seed form of the relationship, which God's going to grow into an oak tree, because he recognized the power of growing together. My parents been together since they was dang near 12 years old. Got married 17, 18 years old. You can't tell me. You can't tell me God don't bless marriage. So, anyway, y'all have a good one. Hope you got some of it. God bless marriage. God bless relationships. God bless covenant. Especially yours. And God bless you in picking the right person. Have a lovely experience.